video, just we had a discussion about the basic idea about CRUD operations. We already covered basic CRUD operations in simple way at very top level we discussed, and then even we covered about capital collection, what is the meaning of capital collection, and after capital collection we covered the complete postmortem about insert operation. Insert operation is nothing but C means create operation, right? Okay, like we covered even this part. So how many insert methods are there? Anyone, can you please tell how many insert methods are there? Okay, like insert one we covered. Next, and after that insert many we discussed. Next, last one insert is the one another method we discussed, right? Okay, next, after completing that, even we had a discussion about how to prepare a document prepare document manually. Document preparation manually preparation manually, and then insert we covered. Next, inserting documents from have you remember, right? Inserting documents from javascript js file we covered. Next, inserting documents from json file we discussed, right? Okay, json file we discussed about that. Next, after completing that, even we had a discussion about nested collections. Nested collections, how you can nested documents, how a document contain another document. Nested documents we covered. Next, arrays in documents, how you can add arrays in document. Like these parts we discussed in detail in the last sessions, right? Okay, last videos. Now the next related to the insertion, some more things are there. Okay, let me talk about these. But anyway, have you remember, really these two things are beautiful utilities. Okay, these two are beautiful utilities, right? So now the data available in the json file, how you can insert this data into our collection, like we discussed very handy. These are very helpful. Instead of typing one by one, instead of typing one by one on the shell, if you can take all these documents inside a json and then sending or adding to the collection is always recommended. Good programming practice. Okay, well, now what is the next thing I have to talk? Sir, few minutes I have to talk about object id. Remember this one, what is that? Object id, object identifier. Like I have to talk about these things, right? Okay, well, so now my question is, what is object id? Okay, well, sir, take a bit very special care. Can I use the word for every document? So MongoDB is going to generate a unique id, which is nothing but object id. Correct or not? Please confirm. Array respond for every document, document MongoDB server. Okay, MongoDB server will assign or associate a unique id, which is nothing but object id, which is nothing but object id. Okay, like can I use the word, do you know, it is something like primary key. It is something like primary key in it is something like primary key in relational databases. Correct, right? It is something like primary key in relational databases. Okay, like if you people aware Oracle, or otherwise if you people aware MySQL, like there you can see primary key. It is something like a primary key concept. Okay, well, so this value, object id value, will be assigned to which field? Anyone, can you please tell? Object id value will be assigned in our document to which field? Anyone, can you please confirm? to which field it is going to be, assigned, sir? Underscore id. Have you remembered? Underscore id and id, it will be, yes sir, this document, they are this object id, this object id will be assigned, will be assigned to, will be assigned to underscore id field. Okay, underscore id field, right? Okay, that's all. So now here there are some few important points are there about this object id. Okay, underscore id field. 1 minute, let me start my mongo server. Okay, sir, here mongodb server is going to be started. Okay, maybe in my system it's already there, server is going to be started. Now let me create a shell. Let me start the shell, mongo shell also, mongo. Okay, mongo shell is ready. Now here just observe, show dbs, show dbs I'm taking. Yes, perfect. Okay, like there are multiple dbs are there. Use durga db, use durga db. Next, show collections, like I'm trying to take employees to students are there. Okay, now db dot employees dot db dot employees dot find dot pretty. Okay, like let me take, sir, pretty. Like, sir, have you observed object id will be assigned to which one, sir? Underscore id. Okay, underscore id, like we have. Okay, well, now my question is, observe carefully, sir, where it is assigned in every document, object id will be assigned here like this. Next, can I use the word, this object id is what type? Anyone, can you please confirm this object id is what type, what data type? Is it available in the javascript? Is it available? Object id data type is available in the javascript? No, it's not available in the javascript. Have you remembered, right? It's not available in the javascript. This is extra data type defined in, anyone, can you please tell? This is the extra data type defined in bson. Internally the data will be stored in bson. Internally the data will be stored in bson. That's why it is the bson data type. Object id, object id is object id is not json type, is not json type, and it is of type bson. It is bson data type. It is a bson data type. Okay, remember, bson data type, right? Okay, this is next. Here it is of how many bytes? It is of how many bytes? If you observe this one, do you know this one contain total how many bytes is, believe me, sir, believe me, it is of 12 bytes. Can you please confirm how many bytes, right? It is of 12 bytes. Very important, sir, very important, even for the interview room also. So object id is 12 bytes. 12 bytes, remember carefully, right? Sir, here the first, don't feel it is unique. Yes, it is a unique, don't worry about that. But not only uniqueness, it is going to provide some extra information also. Believe me, sir, believe me, object id consists of, so there is some valuable information is there in this, right? So total 12 bytes. In that, the first 4 bytes, okay, observe very carefully, the first 4 bytes, representing timestamp when this representing timestamp when this document was inserted. When this document was inserted, Array, on what date, what time this document was inserted, the first 4 bytes is going to represent. Okay, like this is the first one, sir. The next 3 bytes, mission identifier. Array, on which mission this document was inserted. Okay, like host name. The next 3 bytes, the next 3 bytes representing, the next 3 bytes representing, so the next 3 bytes representing mission identifier. mission identifier. I can use the word, it is the host name. Okay, database on which host, on which mission. Okay, this database got hosted, that host name it is going to represent. Okay, well, now the next 2 bytes, the next 2 bytes, the next two bytes, 2 bytes represents, the next 2 bytes represent process ID. Okay, which process is the responsible, which process is the responsible, okay, to create this object ID, to perform this database operation, which process is the responsible, what is the corresponding ID. Yes, this thing will be there. Okay, like next total, as of now, how many bytes covered? Total 12 bytes. In that 4 plus 3 plus 2 is nothing but total how many bytes already covered? Where respond? How many bytes already covered? 9 bytes. 9 bytes already covered. Then remaining how many bytes are there? Yeah, please confirm. Then the remaining how many bytes are there? Only 3 bytes. Only 3 bytes. The last 3 bytes representing some random incremental value. The last 3 bytes, the last 3 bytes representing okay, some random increment value. That's it. Yeah. So total 12 bytes. In the 12 bytes, first 4 bytes represents what? Next 3 bytes represent what? Okay, like with all these things, a unique identifier is going to be generated. Take very special care about this terminology. Okay, like it's not that uniqueness, that unique identifier, it's not coming automatically, please. So by adding these many things, that uniqueness we are getting. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Why this lengthy object id? Why this lengthy object id? Lengthy object id, anyone can you please tell what may be the reason? Why this lengthy object id? Are this much lengthy? In that process id, mission identifier, next random incremental value, next and after the timestamp, why all these things? The only reason for that is uniqueness. Remember this one. The only reason for that is uniqueness. How many records, how many documents we are going to insert? Oh, lakhs of documents, because big data area, lakhs of documents we are going to insert. Remember a bit very carefully, right? Lakhs of documents, right? So to hold, to maintain, though a uniqueness must be required, means compulsory it should be lengthy identifier. Please take a bit very special care. The only reason, the only reason is uniqueness. Okay, like sir, I may ask one question. Mobile number is there. How many digits are there? How many digits are there in our mobile number? Respond. In our mobile number, how many digits are there? Yeah, respond. How many digits are there? 10 digits are there. 10 digits are there. Okay. Now my question. Now my question is, why 10 digits are required in our mobile number? One digit is enough, right? One digit is enough, right? If one digit is enough, one digit mobile number, then how many numbers you can generate? Only one digit. Only one digit. My mobile number is only one digit. Then how many mobile numbers you can generate? Only 10. Only 10. But in India, 130 crores of people are there. 130 crores of people are there. Then automatically, how you can generate only with a single digit 100 crores of mobile numbers? Are you getting the point? Why mobile number is of 10 digits? Why mobile number is of 10 digits? The same reason you can apply why this object ID is too lengthy. Now I hope you are in the position to understand why these many properties are going to be included. The reason, to get uniqueness, mission ID, process ID, mission identifier, process ID, next a timestamp, next some random incremental value, all these things we require to include. Clear for you people? Next one small thing I want to tell for you. Array, really, is it going to include timestamp or not? Really, is it going to include timestamp or not? That's what I want to show here. Just to generate timestamp, to generate timestamp, to generate timestamp from object ID, from object id. Just observe this, sir. Can you please show one example, like okay, now I'm taking. So this is wow, I don't know when it was created. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know when this record, when this document was created. I don't know, right? Okay, at least that date I will show. Maybe in the morning, today morning, maybe I created, or yesterday evening we created. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Let me cross check what I want to do. Yes. So if I use a db.employees.find, okay, db.employees.find, it is going to list out all records, correct, right? It is going to list out all the records, all documents we are going to get. So it will just list out all documents of employees collection. Just 1 minute, because we know already this employees collection. But now I'm taking so in this I want only first document. I want only first document, first document, right? What you can weigh, sir, of 0, you can ask, of 0, it is going to return only first document of employees collection. Now observe this one, sir. Is it really happening or not? Okay, 1 minute, please. Okay, db dot employees dot find. Now am I getting all the documents or not? I'm getting all the documents whatever they write. Now db.employees.find of 0 like boss, first document only. Now observe, am I getting only first document or not? Hey Sunny, just 100, Sunny 1000, like only first document I'm getting. In this first document, it is a total something like JSON or JavaScript object. In this object, I want to get the value associated with the underscore ID property. I want to get this value associated with the underscore ID property. Then what I have to take is, okay, now, sir, dot underscore ID. You can ask. Now it is going to provide object ID. Object ID first document. Object ID of first document. Remember this one, sir. Object ID of first document. Okay. Now is it going to be happened or not? I will show here. Dot underscore ID. This is object ID of the first document I'm getting, sir. Okay, well. So in this object ID, is timestamp is available or not? Can you please observe? Is the timestamp, is it available or not? Yes. Array, at what time this timestamp, this one got created? Okay, like we have right. Now what I have to take is, this one is going to represent object ID. This one is going to represent object ID. On this object ID, get the time stamp. Yes, see the small or capital? Get a timestamp. Respond. Get a timestamp. Yes, see the small or capital? Okay, yes, either small or capital. Okay, like so just I'm taking small. Observe carefully, small, lowercase. Don't use capital. By mistake, if you are using capital, then it's not going to work. Timestamp is a single word. Okay, get timestamp like. Now observe that. Okay, 2020 12 something like 2303, like some time we are going to get. Okay, my system time may not be accurate. Don't worry, sir. So consider only date. Forget about time. Ignore time. Forget about time. So when this record was inserted, when this record was inserted, can you please tell? 2020 12/23, yesterday this record was inserted. Wow, wonderful. Are you in the position to understand? Yes, friends. Are you able to understand, right? What is the timestamp? How you can get the timestamp? So object ID, don't underestimate. It's going to provide much. If you have document, when this document was inserted in the database, happily you will get. Sir, this was yesterday's. Okay, like let me insert one document. db dot insert. Sorry, db dot employees dot insert one. Okay, insert one. Okay, like I'm trying to take insert one. Okay, just name is some XYZ I'm trying to take. Sir, can you please confirm, is it valid insertion or not? Yes, Valid insertion or not? Why not? Why not valid? Because no schema, no schema, any field you can add, no problem, right? Now it is a valid, acknowledged is the true, inserted, object id is this one, sir. So now sir, this one I got. Now my question is okay, now listen very carefully, right? I want to get I want to get this one. I want to get this one, sir. What I will do? What I will do is, okay, there is it possible to have, let me assign, uh, I will do one thing. db dot employees, db dot employees dot find I'm taking find here, where name name is name is xyz xyz, name is xyz. Can you please find the record or document where name is xyz, where name is xyz? Can you please find the, am I getting or not? Yeah, wonderful. Am I getting the document or not? Can you please confirm? Can you please confirm? Yes, I'm getting the document. Yes, I'm getting the document, sir. Here observe. So select star from employees where name is equal to xyz. Okay, that is the SQL query, right? Select a star from employees where name is equal to xyz, returns all the documents where name is equal to xyz. Okay, only one document is available, only one document is available. So tomorrow if you have another document with the same name, now it is going to list out that also. Don't worry, find the operation we will perform post-mortem in detail. Just for example sake I used it. Now I want to get object id. Yes, sir, how I can get this object id? That, sir, here only one record is there, only one record is there. So that's why, sir, here dot underscore id, let me consider. So it's not going to get, sir, maybe internally it is in the form of array. That's why 0, I'm getting 0 like 0 dot underscore id I'm getting. Yeah, perfect 0 underscore id. Now on this, get a timestamp, get a timestamp. Then, so now on what date this document got created? Can you please confirm on what date this document got created? Sir, today, just now I added this document in the database. Okay, now observe that. What is the date we are going to get? Have you observed what is the date we are going to get? Forget about the time. What is the date we are going to get? Yes, 2020 12/24. Are you in the position to understand, right? So it is the, so internally this object id is going to provide on what date this document was inserted, mission id, process id, like all the things by default we are going to get. Okay, timestamp is going to be the server here. db is deployed or running, sir. Yeah, timestamp is the document at what time it is inserted in the database. Anand, on what date and time this document was created in the database. Yeah, okay, so that's all. So maybe a chance, can you please explain about object id in mongodb database? Array, object id contain what things? Object id contain what things? What is the size of object id? Like all these questions, maybe a chance to ask in the interview room. What is the specialty of object id? Why too lengthy object id we require to use, we are going to use, like we should aware. Clear? You people are feeling comfortable? Okay, now, sir, is it possible, is it possible to provide, to add, is it possible to add some extra? Okay, some, is it possible to define our own object id? Is it possible or not? Our own object id, is it possible or not? Yes, we can do that. If you are not specifying underscore id, if you are not specifying underscore id field, then only, so mongodb is going to generate the default object id. Okay, here, if so, by using underscore id field, we can we can provide our own customized our own customized object id. Of course, our own id need not be object id, sir. Our own customized object id. So MongoDB server will generate default object ID, default object ID, object ID if and only if we are not providing we are not providing any underscore ID field explicitly. Are you in the position to understand this line? Array, if you are not providing underscore ID field explicitly, then only MongoDB server is going to generate default ID. Okay, like, sir, where is the proof for that? What I'm trying to take? db dot employees dot db dot employees dot insert. Okay, insert one. I'm taking. Okay, like I'm trying to take. Okay, like my intention is okay. Yes, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, here I'm trying to take hobby. Okay, hobbies like I'm taking, sir, hobbies like here, sir, swimming. Okay, swimming, hobbies like swimming like next, and after that reading something like I'm taking reading. Okay, like we are going to take. So now this is hobbies like now so underscore id. Sir, can I take one, not one or not? Please confirm. Is it acceptable or not? Okay, is it acceptable or not? Can you please confirm? Yes, it is acceptable. No problem, right? Acceptable. Now the default object ID will be generated or not? Default object ID will be generated or not? No. Default ID won't be generated. Now observe. Now observe this one. What it is? Why db dot insert ID? Am I required to close anything? Yes, one more thing I require to close. So 1 minute, friends. Okay, I did a small mistake. Yeah. Okay. Now observe that. Now have a look once. Yeah. Here. Yes, observe uncut exception. Why? Where is the problem? For hobbies. Mm, correct. This is the array we require to use. Array and document, we are always getting confusion. 1 minute, 1 minute. Here the problem is it should be array. It should be array. It is not. Okay, like that's all. So now take a bit special care about this. Okay, now here observe carefully. Sir, acknowledge it is true. Inserted ID. Earlier we are always getting object ID. Earlier we are always getting object ID. Now default object ID won't be there. Default object ID is not there. My own object ID I inserted. So is it possible or not? Yes. Okay. By using underscore field, we can provide our own customized object ID. MongoDB server will generate default if and only if. But can you please confirm? Is it recommended to generate our own ID? Please confirm. Please confirm. No. So, but it is not. It is not recommended. It is not recommended to provide our own object ID. What is the reason for that? Is default object ID is going to provide wonderful information, but your object ID what it's going to provide. Okay, that's why even you can specify, but it's not recommended. Please take very special care about this one. So possible or not possible? Like now I have one small doubt. Of course, I showed already in the last. Sir, another record I want to insert. Another record I want to insert. Hobbies I'm taking. Okay, hobbies I'm taking. So eating and sleeping, eating and sleeping, like this I'm taking, sir. So can you please confirm? Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Can you please confirm? Is it valid or not? Respond. Respond. Invalid. Invalid. Someone asked. Someone asked, is it valid or invalid? What is the reason for that? Array 101 ID is already there. 101 ID is already there. How you can insert another document with the same ID? ID should be unique. ID should be unique. Okay, like I told. Now observe. Error message we are getting, sir. Error message we are getting. Duplicate key error collection. DurgaDB that employees index underscore ID underscore duplicate key. Getting? Next. Okay. So now, so is there any chance two documents with the same underscore ID? No chance. No chance of two documents or otherwise duplicate object IDs. Duplicate object IDs are not allowed. Not allowed. Remember this one. Otherwise, we are going to get this message, error message, right? Next, one more point here you should aware, but it's not recommended to provide our own object ID. If we provide, our own object ID, it may not provide, timestamp, next mission identifier, next process ID, etc. Clear? Your doubt is clarified? Parmesh, yeah, Parmesh, are you in the position to understand, right? Yeah. Okay, this is, so observe another point, right? So duplicates are allowed or not? So should we delete and then insert? Yes, Anand Gowda, possible, no problem, right? You can delete existing document and then add new document with the same ID. It is going to be acceptable. Next, the next point, observe carefully. One more point, sir. So this point I didn't cover. Object ID is unique, duplication is not possible. So object ID is immutable. What is that? What is that? Can you please tell? What is the point? Object ID is immutable. That is, once we creates, or assigns object ID, once we assigns object ID, we can't change its value. Remember this one. That is the meaning of immutable. That is, once we create or assigns object ID, we can't change its value. Okay, like, sir, where is the proof? How you can consider that? Very simple. Very simple, sir. Here I have one document already there with the name XYZ. Have you observed, right? How I can find somewhere I used, how I can find that document? db dot employees dot find of, okay, find of name xyz. Okay, like I took, or otherwise, 1 minute, just now I took db dot employees dot find of, okay, just now I took underscore ID is 101. I took this one, right? Just now I took this one, right? Yes. Okay, now observe. Yes, this is itself is, this is the document, right? It's available, right? Okay, no problem. Now my question is, I want to change in this document, I want to change underscore ID 101 to 102. I want to change its value. I'm trying to change. Is it possible or not? Yes. Observe very carefully. How to update the document? Minimum basic idea you people should have. Basic idea you people should have. Okay, somewhere I covered already. db dot employees dot update one, update one function we require to use. In that, do you know first where what modification? Array, in this document, can you please do this modification? In this document, can you please do this modification? Array, in which document? Underscore ID is 101. In this document, wherever do you have matched this, what change we have to take? Underscore ID, can you please assign to 1 or 2? Yes, everyone in the position to understand this? Why respond? Everyone in the position to understand this? Yeah, what? But make sure here we require to use atomicity, atomic operator. Have you remembered? That's why what I have to take here, take very special care. Sir, $set we have to take. $set we require to take. So wherever underscore ID is 101, can you please change update to sir ID value to 2? So is it acceptable or not? Is it acceptable or not? No, because object ID is immutable. Now observe what will happen if I'm trying to take like this. Okay, $set ID like this I'm trying to take. Oh, there is a big error we are getting, sir. There is a big error. Can you please read this error? Can you please read this error? Okay, like performing an update on the path underscore ID would modify the immutable field. Okay, performing an update on the path underscore ID would modify the immutable field underscore ID. Is it immutable or not? Yes, it is immutable. Yeah. So in the object ID, how many loopholes are there? Have you observed? All the things are very clear for you people, right? So for every document, MongoDB server is going to generate a unique ID, which is nothing but object ID. Okay. By using object ID, we can identify any document uniquely. That uniqueness is coming for our documents. Okay, just because of object ID. It is something like a primary key in our relational databases. Next, object ID is what types are BSON type but not JSON type. It is a BSON type. Object ID consists of how many bytes? 12 bytes. Remember this, 12 bytes. The first of 4 bytes timestamp, 3 bytes mission identifier, 2 bytes process ID, the last 3 bytes are random incremental value for that. Why lengthy object ID? Sir, for uniqueness sake. Next, how you can generate timestamp, I covered with an example. Next, and after that, it is immutable. Duplicate object IDs are not allowed. Clear? Everyone in the position to understand? Yes. Yeah, Anand. Timestamp maybe. Timestamp is enough. Timestamp is enough. Okay, someone is asking about this one. Can you please cross check Anand Gowda? Sir, but still timestamp was enough to keep uniqueness, isn't it? May not be. May not be. May not be, Anand. The reason for that is the MongoDB server may insert or may create hundreds of documents in nanosecond. Getting in nanosecond, hundreds of documents may be inserted. Then what will happen? Getting the point? Yes. Okay. So that's why. Now, okay. So anyway, this is just because the reason for that is lakhs of documents, timestamp until only timestamp may not cover. Okay, lakhs of documents, maybe. Sir, now the next, let me take a small question, sir. I'm taking. Can you please answer this? Which of the following, are true? True means correct. Which of the following are true? Okay, just maybe revision sake. Matter of 1 minute. 1 minute. Revision sake. We can't store documents. We can't store documents in collection without object ID. Yeah, without object ID. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? So is it valid or invalid? Valid, valid. We can't store because compulsory object ID should be there, sir. Compulsory object ID should be there. It may be default object ID or it may be your own object ID. Compulsory it should be there. Next, underscore ID field, underscore ID field added by will be underscore ID field will be added automatically, automatically by MongoDB, by MongoDB, by MongoDB. If we are not providing that field explicitly, providing that field explicitly. Yes, can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Yes, correct. It is also, it's also valid thing. Next, object ID is not JSON type, is not JSON type, and it is of BSON type, and it is of BSON type. Correct? Yes, friends. Okay. Next, here just next one, sir. So object ID, default object ID, default object ID generated by MongoDB is of 12 bytes, is of 12 bytes. Correct? Is of 12 bytes. Next, object IDs, object IDs are unique. Object IDs are unique. Correct? Next, object IDs are unique. Object IDs are immutable. Object IDs are immutable. Next, object ID. Okay, here observe that object ID, we can't modify, we can't modify, the value, of object ID, the value of object ID. So value of object ID once after creation, okay, like so. Can you please observe all these things? Next, default object ID, default object ID consists of default object ID consists of timestamp, consists of timestamp. Next, mission identifier, process ID, like process ID. Next, the advantage, okay, the advantage of using default object ID, is the default. We can get several extra, several details. We can get several details like timestamp, timestamp when document was inserted, was created, etc. Ayyo, among all these things, which of the following are true? Which of the following are true? So which are false? I mean, which of the following are true? So can I use the word one more option better to keep? One more option better to keep? J, all of these. Yeah. Yes, everything is the true. So why I'm still covering this point is just like a revision. All the points are at a time we can see related to the object ID. Beautiful. Clear, right? So now you are in the position to talk. Can you please talk about object ID? What is the purpose? Of course, strictly speaking, sir, in reality, how you can use slowly while the next class is going on. If I'm using anywhere underscore ID field, then please you can consider that, oh, this is the use of underscore ID. Sir, as of now, just aware, just for unique identification of the document, we require to go for this. What is the need of primary key in our relational databases? Same for unique identification. Happily, we can go for this one. Clear, right? Yeah, that's all. This is the complete story of object ID. Okay. Now I have to talk about ordered inserts. Ordered inserts. Okay, all these things are related to the insertion only. How many loopholes are there? Observe that, sir. Ordered inserts. Can I go for this one? Yeah, it's very simple. Ordered inserts, very easy also. Nothing will be there. Sir, I have bulk insert operations. Bulk insert. How we can perform bulk insert operation? Bulk insert means many documents we can perform bulk insert operation. How you can do that? By using either insert or insert many. Have you observed, right? Insert or insert many function we are going to use, because bulk inserts we can do that. Maybe first one, second one, list of area of inserts, area of documents are there. Now my requirement is, okay, bulk insert operation I want to do that. Okay, now very simple, sir. What my requirement is, listen carefully. Sir, db dot. Okay, now I can take now I can take db dot cars dot insert insert. We can take insert. Now here just observe carefully. This is the array like in the first document, second document, like we have to take. Now I'm taking the first document underscore id is 1 minute, 1 minute, sir. The first document is a 100. Next b 200. Okay, something like alphabets I'm taking. A 200, b 200. Okay, like comma c 300, like I'm trying to take. Please confirm, is it valid or not? Respond. In the alphabets collection we are trying to insert how many documents, right? Three documents. All three documents will be inserted successfully or not? All the three documents will be inserted successfully or not? Yes. First document, second document, and the third document, all the three things will be inserted. So now in the database, alphabets will be created, alphabets collection will be created automatically or not? Please confirm. Alphabets collection will be created automatically. Now alphabets collection will contain three documents. Enter. Yeah, have you observed? Write errors, nothing. Write concern errors, nothing. Can you please read once this point? Yo, read this one. Read this one. Read this one. Everyone, can you please type? I want to listen from you people. I want to listen the word from your mouth. Please type. Please type. Forget only this one. Only this one. Write concern. So just keep this word in your mind. Somewhere the link I will explain. Write concern. Somewhere the link I will explain. Have you observed, right? What is this word? Bulk write result. Bulk write result. In that write concern. What is the meaning of that? I will take care, don't worry. Now n inserted, number of records inserted. How many records inserted, sir? Because of this, three records inserted. So every document contain how many fields? Every document contain how many fields? Can you please confirm? Three documents inserted, but every document contain how many fields? Two fields. One is a b c, like the other one is underscore id object id, right? Okay, like so db dot alphabets dot find dot pretty, like now observe that here underscore id, the first one a, second one, third one, like perfect. All the three successfully inserted. Okay, well, now my question is, listen very carefully, sir. So three things successfully inserted because of this. Don't keep any doubt at all. Now I have one small question, sir. Oh, what is my question is, listen carefully. Same thing, db dot cars dot insert. insert I'm taking, bulk insert only, bulk insert. Okay, now first document, comma second document, third document, like in the first document underscore id is 100 I'm taking, comma, sir, h Honda I'm taking, Honda, like I'm trying to take Honda, like, please confirm, is it valid or not? Respond, is it valid or not? Valid. Here 200 I am taking Innova. Next 300 I'm taking 300. Okay, here B I'm trying to take, B I'm taking BMW. Okay, like I'm trying to take. Yeah, please confirm. How many documents I'm trying to insert? How many documents I'm trying to insert? 3 documents. So is the IDs are different or not? IDs are different or not? Yes, different. IDs are different. IDs are different. 100, 200, 300. By mistake here 100. What will happen now? How many records are going to be inserted? Yeah, excellent. How many records are going to be inserted? Please confirm. Don't try to execute. Don't try to execute. How many records are going to be inserted? 0 number. It is not going to insert anything, or otherwise, except this document, the remaining 2 are going to be inserted. Okay, only for this error we are going to get, don't worry. But except this, the remaining 2 are going to be inserted. So 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. What is your answer? 0 or 1 or 2 or 3? Error, definitely error we are going to get, sir. So I'm not worried about error, but still even you are getting error, but records are going to be inserted. If it is the case, how many number of records are going to be inserted? 0 number or 2 number or 1 number? Okay, like so. In default behavior, default behavior of bulk insert. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully, sir. Okay. Now what will happen is, while performing bulk insert operation, if any document insertion fails, then rest of the documents won't be inserted. Yeah, getting right? Rest of the documents won't be inserted. But the documents, which are already inserted before fail, will be there in the database, and won't be rollback. Wow, excellent conclusion. Observe this carefully about this one, sir. Now I hope confidently you can tell how many records are going to be inserted because of this one. Yes, the required answer also I provided already. Oi, while performing bulk insert operation, if any document insertion fails, then rest of the documents won't be inserted. But the documents which are already inserted before fail will be there in the database and won't be rolled back. Will be there. So first this document will be inserted. No problem, inserted. Okay, well, first one successful. But while inserting this one, problem came. Then immediately, so fail. If any insertion fails, then rest of the documents won't be inserted. Only this one will be there in the database. Clear, right? Are you getting? So order is important. Let me cross check. Let me cross check here. What will happen? Enter. Error I'm getting. I'm sure I told right already. I'm going to I will get the error. Yes, I'm getting error. I'm getting, sir. Now here, if you observe, sorry, error I'm getting, okay, like so what error? E 11100 duplicate key error collection, collection, okay, underscore id underscore duplicate key, okay, like it is telling id the 100.0 is the duplicate, like it is telling, sir. Here it is telling. Now, but still, how many records inserted? Still, how many records inserted? One record. Now observe, write errors. Where errors are there, at index 1 error is there. Index 1 error is there. So the first one is the index 0. At this point, error is there. Now it is showing that also. At this point, we have the error. Okay. Now, really, is it one record inserted or not? db dot cars dot find. Yes, perfect. Is it inserted or not? Respond. Okay, like so. Is it possible to change? Is it possible to change this default behavior or not? Array, order is not important. Even one document insertion fails, remaining documents should be inserted. That's about my requirement. Is it possible to customize? Yes, that thing is called ordered inserts. Remember this carefully, sir. Why the word ordered? By default, order is important. Please ignore order. How you can do that? That is here observe that. That is by default. That is by default order is important. That is by default order is important. Remember this one. So we can change this default behavior. We can change this default behavior. We can change this default behavior with the one thing ordered. With the, what is that? Can you please read this one? With the ordered field. With the ordered field like. Okay. So any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? Sainath, what's your doubt? I didn't get you. Yes, this is the thing I'm trying to insert. What is the problem? What problem you are facing here? Okay, this is here underscore id field. Here also same value is there. That's why fails. Okay. Now what I'm trying to take is how you can do that. Okay. How we can do that? Like next. Shubham Gupta is asking, can we have same underscore id in two different collections? What is the answer? Can we have same underscore id in two different collections? Yes. Primary key of first table, primary key of second table, both the things are same. Okay. So here no way, it is not file name, it is just a key. Sainath, just it is the key. Okay. Now observe. Sorry. Now observe this one. This is the thing what I have. Okay. Now here see this one. Observe carefully. Here, if any record is going to fail, okay, here 100 I'm taking, sorry, here 300 I'm taking, but still 100 I'm taking, here 400 I'm taking, 400 I'm taking, sir. Here the problem is going to come. Here the problem is coming. Even the problem is coming, no issue. Can you please insert this one also? Don't consider order. Ignore order. How you can specify? Okay. Now db dot cars dot insert of, here I'm taking how many arguments are there? Can you please confirm? I mean only one argument. That argument itself is what? Array. Correct, right? That argument itself is array like comma. Next, second, this one, sir. Observe extra ordered. Okay. Here see this one ordered. Here I'm taking false. This is extra thing what you people should aware. In the bulk insert, maybe a chance to ask in the interview room, sir. Are by using insert, how many documents you can insert? Sir, any number of documents we can insert. But one document insertion fails. One document insertion fails. Then what will happen to the remaining? By default, remaining won't be inserted. Boss, remaining also should be inserted. Even one document fails, no problem. How you can do that? Then we require to go for ordered is the false. What is the default value for ordered? What is the default value for ordered? Please confirm. The default value for ordered. The default value for ordered is true, sir. The default value for ordered is the true. So if I specify this one ordered is equal to false, then the order is not important. So let me define, okay, this one here. What I'm trying to take here is, okay, so comma, okay, now the document ordered is sir false I'm taking. Ordered is false I'm trying to take, sir. Now two arguments. First argument is the array. First argument is the array. Second argument is the JavaScript object. Okay, like I'm taking. Now let me do. Sir, now observe carefully. This one will be inserted or not? Yes, will be inserted because earlier it is not there. Inserted. This one will be inserted or not? I respond. It won't be because 100 already there in the collection. So is this one will be inserted or not? This one will be inserted or not? Yes, definitely it's going to be inserted because the reason even it is the fails, but rest of the document should be inserted. No problem, right? Now even it fails, this one is going to be inserted. That is the beauty of ordered collection. Okay, ordered insert. Now let me consider. Okay, earlier we have only one record. But now it will be inserted. But this one fails. But this one will be inserted. Let me cross check. Yes, friends, where is the problem? This is the problem because 100 is there. 100 is there like. But now here inserted successfully. No problem, right? Two inserted successfully itself is valid. Now db dot cars dot, okay, find dot pretty, like this are find I'm taking, sir. Now observe, 3 records already there. Now I hope you people are in the position to understand. Clear? What is the meaning of ordered insertion? While bulk insert, I don't want to follow order. Even a particular document fails, no problem, remaining document should be inserted. Okay, how you can do that? This is so ordered is the property. Ordered property we require to use. Clear? What is the default behavior of bulk? Ordered inserts by using ordered property, ordered field, by using ordered field. What is the default value for ordered? We know true. If you don't want, then automatically better to make as false. What will happen is the clear. Now one wonderful question Anand is asking, sir. One wonderful point is asking, can you please cross check? You people are not kids. Okay, sir, how to roll back and insert? Nothing. When there is an error, is there any way? Means is doubt is how to roll back already inserted documents, documents in the case of any error. Yeah, in the case of any error in bulk inserts. Yeah, clear? Is it your doubt, right? How to roll back already inserted documents in the case of error in bulk insert as of now. Okay, sir, here if you want to do multiple documents insertion, if one document insertion fails, Already inserted documents also should be rolled back. For this, we require to go for transactions. Okay, by using transactions concept. Transactions concept is there. In advance, we are going to discuss. Very simple, sir. Do you know this type of thing is something like I want to transfer. Okay, transfer 10,000 rupees from my account to Sunny account. Okay, assume that. Assume, don't think too much, just listen. Transfer 10,000 rupees from my account to Sunny account is my requirement. Okay, first debit 10K from my account. Okay, next credit 10K to Sunny account. Correct, right? How many operations should be happen to complete this? Two operations, right? I respond. Two operations we require to do that. Have you observed? Debit 10K from my account and credit 10K to Sunny account. These two things. Suppose this is happened successfully. But while executing this one fails. Array 10,000 debited from my account, but not credited to Sunny account. Then what about my situation? Are you getting? If any operation fails in the middle, already completed operations up to that, can you please roll back? If you have such a type of requirement, these two things we have to implement as a transaction. There is a beautiful concept is there in our databases. Transactions, by using that, you people can, okay, roll back already inserted documents. Clear, Anand? Getting right? Okay, so just observe carefully, sir. So these are things whatever I covered. Okay, so what is about the big story of object ID? Next and after that, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of insert, ordered inserts? Like a big things we are talking, sir. Okay, so because the reason for that is most of the these what we call corner points. Most of the people are not giving that much importance. Better to have idea on these corner points also, so that you will get perfection in the subject. That's about my main intention. Getting right? Don't feel bored. The person who knows much, that person will become expert. So we will try to add as much as possible, so that we will get, because our intention is in the next 15 days or 20 days we should be experts in the subject. Okay, sir, just a CRUD operations. Explain about CURD. Okay, CRUD CRUD operation. Just a methods. No, this type of corner points also we should aware. Yeah, that's all.